What did you find, Jeff?
For the 6th take.
I forgot to turn on the camera and I forgot to.
So we got a snapping turtle here.
Say it again.
Is it a snapping turtle? I'm pretty sure it is. The way he looks, he's got claws here. He's got one shell, one piece. It's one full piece. This doesn't go in. It's just a one piece.
Daddy, I want to pick up the turtle.
Like I said, he's got claws.
Big turtle.
Yeah, he's a
Well,
big
how did you
turtle.
find him?
I was turning around in this spot, and as I was coming out, I almost ran him over. So I stopped and picked him up. I would have ran him over. My rig would have crushed him.
I think I just fixed the coloring.
He was right into Daddy's car.
Let's go put him back in the water. Libby, we're in Joplin, Missouri, and we're seeing some Grand Falls.
The Grand Falls, yeah.
Grand Falls, and the area is open to public, no drinking, no blah blah blah. Anyways, I think the reason why they say that is because it's like a swimming spot, maybe a local swimming spot. So, we're about to see.
Are you ready to go swimming? That is beautiful.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love. A few years later I started thinking, if it's just love in every glass I'm drinking, we're like one and without you I'm sinking.
Okay, so we are here at the Grand Falls in Joplin, Missouri. It is stunning, as you can see the waterfall there and there. And well, frankly, we're gonna go play. So I'm gonna put the camera down and our kids and I are gonna go have some fun here in the waterfalls. The water is actually really beautiful. So while we go do that, I will, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
I have always been afraid of changes, but you show me life is full of faces.
So the kids are down there finishing their swim at Grand Falls, and while Liberty's getting tired, she's ready for her nap. So I'm gonna head back and do that. But I wanted to take a quick moment and talk about what it's been like traveling with now a lot of the visitor centers are shut down. We have only been to one visitor center that was open, and that was at Fort Donelson in Tennessee. Or no, it was actually closed. I take that back. So Fort Donelson was closed, but they did have rangers outside that the kids could do the Junior Ranger program, much like this. And then the only visitor center we found that we were able to go inside was at Abraham Lincoln's birthplace in Kentucky. When we went to the boyhood home, the whole thing was closed. There was no rangers around. So as far as Junior Ranger programs go with the kids, it's like, I don't even know. Each place is different, each state is different, and even each county has been different within each state. Hey Jake. So like when we went to Fort Donelson in Tennessee, they had the rangers out. When we went to Kentucky and the birthplace there, even though the visitor center was open, the ranger just automatically gave them the books and automatically gave them the badges. Didn't have to do the little check them or anything like that. They just gave it to them. When we went to Wilson's Creek in Missouri, they just had the booklets out and the badges out. That was it. And then when we went to Abraham Lincoln's boyhood home, no one was out. Everything was closed. There were no rangers. And they also didn't have any Junior Ranger books and no badges. I did end up finding a ranger that was coming up to get ready to close the place, and she said that you had to email them. They would then mail the booklets and the badges to you. And so I guess you can still do the junior ranger programs, but it really kind of depends on where it is you're going, that and that depending on how you can do it, I guess. And it's kind of upsetting because I like that my kids get to interact with the rangers. I like that my kids have to do the booklets before they get the badges. It's kind of like their learning opportunity there, or kind of like their schoolwork. And so I miss that. And also when we went to George Washington Carver's place, they had, hi Liberty, they had the booklets out, but then you had to knock on some door there at the visitor center, and then the ranger came out and like opened the door just tiny and like put the badges on a piece of paper to hand to us, and they didn't swear them in. They didn't, have them raise their right hand and do the oath and things like that. Hi Autumn, are you tired? So, I mean, you can still do the junior rangers, and don't think that just because the visitor center closed or you can't find them that you can't still get the books. If you're planning, sorry. If you are planning a trip and want to do the junior rangers ahead of time, maybe you could request the books early if they don't have them there, or at least send an email. I have noticed that when I have done that, they have been sending back an email response. Some of the places were like less than 24 hours, others were 48 to 72 hours. So at least they are responding, hopefully pretty quickly. I can't speak for all of them, but you can definitely still do junior ranger while we travel, but it's not the same, and you probably won't get a ranger to do the whole oath thing and check it. It's really just like the parents do it for them. So I do miss that interaction. Thankfully, when we were at Wilson's Creek, the ranger there let my kids help participate in the flag ceremony, and that was super fun. So anyway, so we made these cute little junior ranger it's out of like a canvas type cloth, and then we took just an acrylic marker paint and put their names on them. But anyways, you can see this way they can see all of their junior ranger badges. And then haven't done it yet, but we're gonna find a space up on the wall to put them all. So some of them are made out of wood, others are made out of plastic, and these ones are actually stone.